Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Learning Education. One of my students put up a question last time regarding Islamiyat paper, that how should we attend the paper, how much time should we spend in terms of preparing for examination. So we all know timing is the key. If you are not managing your time in terms of your exam preparation, you're going nowhere. So it is very, very important for all of you to be focused in terms of managing your time. All right. So paper one, paper two, since the pattern is similar, so the time management is similar as well. So if you can plan your paper one in terms of its timing, the management of paper two timing is going to be automatically done. Today I'm going to consider only paper one, so you should be able to understand that your since the pattern is similar, so time management is going to be similar as well. Paper one, question two are compulsory questions, as you already know. But question one, it carries 8 marks, and you'll be attempting 2 passages out of 3. So 4 marks for each passage. On the other hand, starting from question number 2 up to question number 5, each question carry 14 marks. So since marks are more, time should be more as well. In terms of attempting question 1, for each passage you'll spend roughly 6 to 7 minutes of your time. Mostly they say 5 to 7 minutes is enough, but even if you take it up to 6 to 7 minutes, that's going to be alright. 6 to 7 minutes for one passage. That's going to make about 12 to 14 minutes, or maybe even if you can exceed the time to 15 minutes, even that's fine. You can spend about 12 to 15 minutes of your time total on attempting question number 1. Okay. Starting from question number 2 to 5, let's say you will attempt, obviously question number 2 is compulsory. Let's say after attempting question number 2, you will attempt question number 3 and 4. So for starting from question number 2 to 4, okay, in your examination, you will be spending about 18 to 20 minutes of your time in attempting these longer questions. Okay, 18 to 20 minutes of your time in attempting the longer questions. Now out of those 18 to 20 minutes, let's say you spend about 12 minutes on part A, which carries 10 marks, 12 to 14 minutes on part A, and let's say 4 to 6 minutes on part B. Okay, which carries 4 marks. So that's going to make about roughly 20 minutes of your time maximum in terms of longer questions, starting from question number 2 to 5. All right, so that if you will calculate the time in this way for all the longer questions, obviously you'll be attempting 3 questions longer. That's going to make about 1 hour of your time for longer questions, and 15 minutes of your time for question number 1, which is a comparatively shorter question and carries 8 marks only. That's it. That's pretty much all about it. You must be thinking about, we got 1 hour 30 minutes for the paper, for both paper 1 paper 2, then how come we are spending only 1 hour and 15 minutes to attempt that? What about the remaining 15 minutes? Think about it. What about reading the paper, the question paper in the very first place? What about that time? There you go. You will spend about 5 minutes to 7 minutes in reading out the question paper thoroughly. Understand the question. That is the most important thing. Most students in Cambridge examination, they do a big mistake, and they do not read out the question thoroughly, and they start attempting that. I know this question very well, so I'm going to start this question right away. Don't rush into it. Read out the question paper carefully. Spend 5 minutes to 7 minutes of time in reading out the question paper, and try to understand what is being asked over there. If you can answer what is being asked over there, you're on the right track. So there you go. 5 minutes to 7 minutes of your time in reading out the question paper. and then the remaining, let's say, even if we now we have got about 5 to 7 minutes added to our 1 hour 15 minutes time, so that's going to be 1 hour 22 minutes. What about the remaining 8 minutes? What about the what about the time when once you're done with your paper and you're up for rechecking it? What if you're done with your paper and the whole time has passed and you have not rechecked your paper? There you go. That is the time you will keep for rechecking your paper after you're done with your paper. In case if you have missed out a part or you've done a mistake, that time will cover that up. So 5 to 7 minutes of your time for reading the question paper, and then 5 to 7 minutes of your time for rechecking your paper after you are done with it. That completes your 1 hour and 30 minutes of your time for your exam preparation. That's pretty much all about for today's video. In our upcoming video, I'm going to tell you about the major mistakes or big blunders students make in terms of attempting their Cambridge Islamiyat 2058 paper. Till then,